Looks like there's a house standing right there in the woods, and oh, somebody's metal detecting right there. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Shank is Intact. My name is Patrick. I've got Joe with me today. We had talked to an owner of this property a few days ago, and we came by and knocked this morning. We got the okay. It is nearly 300 acres. Seems to have a couple old home sites on it. We came to this one first because I could still see a structure from space, and it seems that even in the 60s it was here, and I'm sure it's most likely early 1900s. But there is a enormous field on the opposite side of the property that stretches the entire length. And if it ends up being just some trashy early home site here, we're gonna head over there and just hope to walk into something. But yeah, we got a highway right out here. We've got a school right here. There was a chain at the end of the road, so hopefully it hasn't been hit too hard. It looks like it was treed recently, and when things get treed, trespassers show up. But that's not us. We definitely don't do that. We only ever ask permission. Joe's in a hole right now, so let's see what we find. All right, let's have a great day. That's for sure. We need one. Let's go. Ooh, so Joe and I have noticed that there is a lot of dig holes around. There is some pottery like this on the surface, just some plain pottery. But like I said, we've noticed a lot of dig holes, and some of the dig holes have signals in them still, which is really horrible. But I thought I'd bring you guys over here. You could definitely tell that animals have been going under the house. Most likely that's where these bottles have come out, if people, most likely, or people have gotten them out of there. Yeah, it's still pretty cool. You can see up in the old house, you can see the old chimney. I might be able to get just a little closer. I don't hear any animals. But yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool right there. There's definitely a folding chair sitting there, so somebody's been at least hunting from here. But yeah, pretty cool to think what went on in this house, huh, Joe? Oh yeah, I hear it. I hear it. What is it? Goomishin? Oh, 2-hole button. Okay, so 1900s.
Yeah.
Still, that's still a signal here, but not as old as we're hoping for.
No.
So I'm thinking we do a pass right around here, make sure there's no silver coins anyone missed, and then we hightail it to the field that's about 5 times this size on the other side of the property. That's over this way. It stretches the entire length, and in the 60s it was still there, and across the street it looked like it was all part of one cohesive farm that later they adopted the road down the middle. And we'll be over there probably in a few minutes, unless we get another good signal here. But pretty cool old house, just left standing in the middle of the field. Awesome. See you on the next one. Well, my first signal of the day is a wheat penny. At least it's a wheat penny. I had a feeling with the age of the house it could be, but I was really hoping for an Indian. But that's a good sign though. Could still definitely be one in here. There's a dip here I just noticed. That's why I came swinging by it. I see a bigger dip there, probably animals. But I just walked over a dig hole. Let's see if we can go back to it and find it real quick. Let me scan the area here. I just seen a dig hole not too long ago. I don't see it now, but I saw a dig hole, scan my machine over it. You can hear a piece of trash in it. So someone is digging here, or has dug here illegally, because the landowner grew up in the house that is over there where we knocked this morning to speak to the tenants. Yeah, and he's never given anyone permission. He said childhood home, no one's ever asked, but of course there's dig holes, but that's fine. I hope someone comes up talking smart. We'll have something to say to them. But anyway, wheat penny. Joe's onto a signal right there, and like I said, we're probably just gonna do a real quick loop up around here and back over to the truck. What you got?
Nice round ball.
Oh, round ball? Oh, well, that's better. That's older. Might be older than the house. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, white patina. Oh, nice. I mean, hey, that's a little something older. Cool. Awesome, dude. On to something. Dude, we're out here. Okay, so you see my truck parked way down here. There is a hunting stand, but no other trucks are out here. I'm out here. I just dug this, which is, I know, a colonial, like the into the bridal I've dug a few of them before. It's got a broken edge, but that's definitely what that is. We were starting to hear some iron. We're getting to a flat patch here. Definitely looks like an old, like the road here is an old farm road that's now turned into a state road, or not even state maintained. There's no lines on the road. I'm noticing the old rotted trees, and there's a couple big ones here. That's a big rotted one in the corner, but this one here is pretty awesome. But yeah, that's a good sign. If that's out here, there could be something else. So let's get to swinging. Oh, Joe said he's got to duck something good. Rang up a 50 on the Deus too. We've seen a few more dig holes out here in this field, which sucks because get some trespassers, but they can't get it all. It's pretty big and open. So let's see, bud. Let me see it. Oh, tomback. Yeah, tomback button. That's nice. That's the age we're looking for. That's a spun back tomback alloy button with a nice raised shank head or shank mound, but the shank is broken off. But that is awesome, Joe. Great find. I mean, that's great because that's something they missed. That could have been a coin signal, because any signal could be if it's a good one. So there's a coin out here somewhere. We have about 114 acres that I mapped in this whole quadrant that is just open field like this. It's grass, it's not anything harvestable. Yeah, so one more signal for either of us and we'll probably just spend the rest of the day here and not bother our permission that's out this way this weekend. Maybe we'll get a couple people and get one of the pits open big next weekend out there. But awesome, Joe, huh?
Yeah.
Little windy, little chilly, but it's nice. Awesome. Let's get back to it. So Joe noticed another dig hole, saw an oyster shell, or as he would say, a clam shell. He's a clam guy. He only eats clams. So he listened to it. He's like, oh shit, there's a good signal. I come over and listen. We pop a hole. I'm like, yeah, it's probably deep iron. Sure enough, deep iron, brick, chunk of brick. Look at this deep iron. I mean, I think that's like looks like a big door hinge or, you know, part off a cannon. Just kidding about the cannon part. But the color changed down below. So we're just trying to clean out the hole enough to put the pinpointers down in there and listen, see if there's any other signals. There's a lot of brick. If it's a trash pit and there's anything worth looking at, we will, of course, turn the camera back on. There you go. There's a nice chunk of brick. Here, bring that up. Let me see. Yeah, look at that right there. Yeah, that's definitely some colonial brick. A ton of dig holes up on this knoll by the street. A lot of the holes of the trash are sitting right on top of them. So it's almost, excuse me, it's almost like we're at a paid dig, you know, dealing with a bunch of, you know, jackasses, but it's fine. We've both got a couple targets. You know, we're not trespassing. We have permission to be here from the owners.
That's about it.
Is that about it?
Yep.
Well, I might go walk and get the probe around this area. We'll see what happens. We'll be back. So what's the name of the channel? The shank is intact, but in this case, it's not intact, but actually it is because it is sitting right there to the right of the button in the dirt. I pop this plug and I see a tiny little flat button. I was like, oh, shank's broke off. Look to the right, boom, there's the shank sitting right there in the dirt. That's so awesome. Oh, I probably would have never heard that if I'd have just grabbed the button and took that out. What you got, Joe? A little piece of something. Man, a little piece of something. So, I mean, there's still some targets out here. They couldn't get everything. That last chunk we found, well, I mean, obviously this is super tiny, but that could have been a little piece of silver. But yeah, look at that. Shank intact, just off to the side. I guess I could repair it, but let me get it in my box so it's safe.
Pretty cool, huh? A little button.
Tasty. Just kidding. Joe only licks the relics. Joe yelled, hey. So I am fast tracking it straight over to him. Advantages of not having to carry the shovel. You know, pull the phone out quickly and walk. The truck is way down over there. We have taken a long walk. Joe yelled, hey, and he put his stuff up. So, what's it sound like?
The softest squeak.
Yeah.
Opened it up and I'm getting a 91.
Oh, 91, and it's tight.
Tell me what you think.
Oh yeah, I hear it. Sounds like it's pretty deep though, man. Go ahead, get it out of there, Joe. Let me grab this. Let me stake my shovel real quick. Hold on. I want to come in and film good. Oh,
are you serious?
Modern?
Modern.
Oh,
Damn.
it was just deep.
Oh,
Deep modern. Damn.
dude, that was such a
It sounded
sweet.
so good though.
Such a sweet.
Well, all right. So we did a little loop around down back by the highway and came back up to the knoll right here. It's flat. A lot of dig holes over that way. Got a pretty good signal. Sounded pretty deep, and I got my drawers pulled. So that's pretty cool. Definitely could have been a deep coin signal for sure. It's a nice big piece of brass. I think we will find an old coin or two in here today. We now know where to focus our efforts and just work slow. So we're gonna work this whole area here very slowly and hope for more things like that, because it definitely signifies a home site. Somebody probably wasn't just carrying this around out here and dropped it. Awesome. On to the next one. Days 2, getting it done. All right, Joe had a good tone. He just popped it. It fell right here somewhere, like almost an 80 or something. What is that?
Stinking Lincoln.
Is it?
It's crusty,
Oh,
too.
son of a gun. Of course it's crusty. They must use chemicals in this field, so any coins that come out might not look too good if we find them.
Tight 81,
But look, dig hole, dig hole, dig hole, dig hole, dig hole, dig hole. That's our dig hole from earlier, but none of those, the other ones are ours. Soapbox time again. I have picked up 4 pieces of trash. One was this big,
holes with targets just thrown back in them.
yeah, targets just thrown back in the holes. So, you know, somebody who is trespassing, because the homeowner, the landowner says no one has permission for detecting. So, that's fine. It happens to the best of us. But hey, I'm determined to find something good out here they've missed and take it. Because we did the right thing and we asked for permission and we deserve it. That's for sure. Or Joe hopefully gets it. He'll probably get a cob or something here in about a minute. We got all this to still go over, so we're gonna keep going, zigging, zagging. 80, 89, was that what it was? 90, 90,
yeah.
almost 90 signal. Right here, boom, I can see it. It looked like a button of some kind, and it looks pretty big. I see a shank, so let's do the back first. Okay, it's like a little crush, a little big, come on. Be something good. Oh, maybe it's just a two, I guess it's just a 2-piece, I would say a 2-piece, just a button.
A clothing button?
Yeah, clothing button. Yeah, just a, yeah, I don't see nothing on there, that's
No.
for sure. Nah,
Hey, still nice.
still nice.
Still something to trespass.
So just a 2-piece, yeah, just a 2-piece button. That's nice. And Joe just dug a modern bullet right there, and I heard one right there, like a I want to say 61. So it's probably a piece of lead. But hey, 2-piece button is good. We'll take that. Awesome. On to the next. Holy cow! Look at this old barn. Old house over here. I'm not sure of the date. Clementine's watching us. She doesn't bite though, they said. We contacted back the landowner and he said, well, why don't you check out another property I have? So we are now off of Nominee Hall Road. We all know how historic that is. And we are on a new 260-acre property here. And this is his cousin that lives in the house, and we told her we would stay off of the fields, but that's awesome. Joe and I are so excited. We're hoping there's some targets out here, so we're gonna get to digging. All right, bye-bye. Let's get it. Boom! Joe is on the board at this new property. I'm still beside myself that we got onto almost 500 acres today total.
Yeah.
Awesome. Her dog is still sitting in that white barn. I can still see it watching us. But yeah, Joe just dug a nice flat button that gives us very much high hopes. How you feel about that, Joe?
Nice.
Yeah, 80, 81 you said? 88?
82.
82?
Yep.
82, not too deep, but deep enough to make us think that we're gonna, oh great. Oh, my gloves. Anyway, next target's mine. I'm gonna break his machine. Joe's got like a 90, 92, 95. No. Oh, it's definitely in the solid dirt still. Oh!
Oh, it's deeper.
Deeper. See a little bit of a stain. Oh, don't hit it now. Oh, right there. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Is that a keeper? Oh, what is that? I forget what that's called. Oh, that's something serious, I think. Oh, I think that's something serious. Oh, I think I've seen. Is that something serious? I don't know. Is that something good? Sash buckle? Fudge. Oh, Joe, I don't know, man. Is that something good?
Man, I love it.
Smile bigger.
I love it.
Can you? Can he smile bigger? I don't think so.
I mean, a 92?
92, and it was kind of tight. I don't know. It looks good. I like the old brass, that's for sure. Awesome.
Yep, got a little bend on the end.
All right, right over here, it's got a nice banging sound. Appears to be a musket ball of some kind. I would think that's probably most likely colonial where we are. We're not really close to Kinsale now. But yeah, we saw these huge trees back here and thought, might as well walk over here. And well, that's fired, but still worth going around in here. All right, keep going. Hopefully we get some extraordinary, I hope. We got a pretty good tight signal right here. Somewhere right in here is where it is. Oh, there it is. It's a nice, tight, modern bullet. There are lots of sounds down here in this corner. The house is around there, and we decided to walk down to this end, and I just got a flat button. Looks like the shank is broken off, but it looks like it would have been a fancy one. Looks to have words on it for sure. I doubt anything was on the front, but always look, always check them. But yeah, pretty cool right there. Only a few inches deep. There's definitely some sign of perhaps some ashes in the ground right there. Always looking for the color. But yeah, I'm gonna hammer it back here because I bet you there's an old coin in here. No dig holes here, none. The landowner promised me there's no way with his cousin living in the house. So, and she's really nice, which is awesome. All right, let's get back to it. Joe is there, and he's headed in my direction. Right there. Took a pretty good sound right there, and I'm like, oh, I think I know what that is. That's gonna be an eagle button. Come on, something in there. Let be a letter I've never dug. Nope, general service eagle button, but we'll hand drop that on Joe. I said, there's a home site down at this end for sure. So let's hand drop Joe that and see what he does. I could speed up this part of the video with like a funny song. Doodly-doodly-doodly-doo. Go see what Joe's digging. Huh? What Joe dig? What'd you dig, bud?
It's like old. It was an 80 solid.
Oh yeah, like some type of
Brooch
like
or-
lock effacement or brooch or yeah. I just dug this. I was gonna hand drop you. General service eagle button. American Civil War. Boom! I haven't dug a whole one in a long time, bro.
Yeah.
Shank intact, man. Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited about that. But yeah, Joe, that's definitely, let's get this to focus. Yeah, that's definitely an ornate piece of brass with some gold gilding on it. Could be a brooch. It's pretty neat. Maybe we'll get this cleaned up and we'll see it at the end. But let's get back to swinging. We only have so long. All right, we have wandered back over to this far corner. We learned using some old maps that this is definitely where the home site was. I just dug what I think is an Indian head penny that somebody, you know, did a bunch to. Looks like a fatty, like a thick Indian. I would say it's an early year. Well, it seemed to have writing on it, or at least clean it up later, but it's not a button, I don't think. I think it's a, well, maybe it's a button that they modified because the shank broke out, and I think somebody just played with it. We're gonna find more in here. Indian, probably. Let's keep going. We're still swinging. We're out here. Pretty deep target right there, and I think that looks like a beautiful flat button. Oh, look at that basket weave design. Oh, and it's shanked. Is it shanked? Oh, it's shanked. Oh, that is a that makes my day right there. Beautiful basket weave design, beautiful patina on there. Wow, that is beautiful. See if we can get it to zoom in. take a picture. But yeah, beautiful. Shanked up. I think this is a 1-piece, maybe a 2-piece. Pretty neat. Looks like it's a 2-piece actually. Sweet money. It's got to be coins out here. We're gonna find them, but it's getting late in the day, so we might have to call it quits soon. I think we got about an hour. Joe just said he definitely dug an Indian. Oh yes, that is for sure an Indian. Shield there. Oh yeah, we will get a date off of here. Maybe Joe can hold the phone for me. And let's see, where is it gonna be? Right here. Wait a minute, how's the head go? Here it is. I had to turn the wrong way as well. Face grease. And one of these times we'll actually rotate this where the date is. 1864. Really? Hold up. I thought those were fatties. No, that's... I just stabbed myself really bad twice. Take that. Yeah, definitely. Is it? Here, let me load it. Let me do it. Hard to get it to focus. Come on. Yep, 1864. I see it right there. 1864. So it must be right out of... Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, it's a Civil War, right? I thought those would be fatties, but I guess that's right out of the fatty range. Fatty Indian. Fatty Indian. I just dug a chunk of harmonica reed.
You know what that was right
And what did it ring up?
79.
Yeah, 79 makes sense. 79 makes sense because this ground is weird over here. It's a little, it's dark, but there's some red in it too. But yeah, I was right there and just dug a chunk of harmonica shell. Harmonica shell. Harmonica shell. Kaboom!
Confederate, or?
It's Confederate harmonica shell. Yeah, but we've already covered this area pretty well. So to go back through it now, I mean, that sounded good. Joe yelled at me to come over, and he's like, "Well, if my numbers are right, because I'm in deep." Sounds pretty clean. 96, 97. I don't know.
I
hope I didn't jinx it for him.
I've never had a number that high.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Oh, it's a flying eagle.
Is it?
It's a flying eagle.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, Joe. This is a no, that's silver. This is a $quarter.
Oh, is it a $quarter?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I've never dug a flying eagle, so I didn't know what it was.
No, Joe just dug a, I'm gonna just gently wipe the face because it's an SLQ. Standing Liberty Quarter, Joe. You're first. Joe's first. Standing Liberty Quarter. I thought that back looked familiar. Come on, let's foo it, Joe, because you're gonna have a date. You're gonna have a date. Okay, hold it in your hand, and I'm gonna foo it right in your hand, and you can watch it. I don't have my glasses. We're not gonna whip the foo because that's patented by the Hoovers. You don't need your glasses, bro. Just get wet. Don't move your hand. Okay. I'm just gonna move that and let it drip. Let me see.
Dude.
1925 on the dot. Standing Liberty Quarter. Amazing detail. Look at that, guys. Oh. Come on, focus. Oh, Joe was just saying, where's the silver? He was halfway over there getting upset, and I'm like, come on, Joe, let's do something. He changed his settings. He changed his settings, and he tells me, oh, if this is good and your numbers are the same, because it's a 96 on mine. Oh, Joe. Oh, here. Look at that, dude. Look at that. I'm going to clean it up a little more in a second, but we're getting down to the end of the day here, but I think we're going to push it till 5:30 just because there's a silver now. We need to slow down right here and really hit this area. Sure, we can come back, but we might not be able to come back till next year because of stuff. But 1925, look at that eagle. Boom. Let's get on the next. Boom. That is what happens when you're persistent. I just dug a fantastic target. I think I've dug a couple before, but never one complete. Look at that. That is a complete Rains guide. Oh man, and I would guess the other targets around here, I would even call it Civil War era, maybe a little bit after. Oh, Joe, check this out. Boom.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Dude, look at that right there. Photo. Take photo. Take photo. Oh, I guess the phone doesn't do that. Still awesome. We'll be back at the next one.
Right here.
91? Oh. All right, well, we're gonna call that the end of the day. We just got done checking close to 600 acres on 2 separate properties. First property this morning, tons of dig holes, tons of trash in them. But at this property, I didn't see one dig hole. Did you see a dig hole, Joe? No, I didn't see one. So we'll go look at Joe's finds first because he got the find of the day with that beautiful 1925 SLQ. It's rare that they come up with the date still on them, usually because they're in this raised edge down here. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's still got the, you know, the hatch marks on the side and everything. Little staining. That's awesome. Indian head for Joe. Part of a buckle. Part of some type of pretty, you know, it's got a stone left on it. Some type of jewelry. We both dug one of these sorry pieces. He's got a valve stem from a Model T Ford. A little piece of a buckle. A couple other things. What was that? Weedy.
2 Wheaties.
Weedy. Couple of buttons.
Back buttons.
Yeah, a couple of buttons. Yeah, and then we got a bunch of pottery. Bunch of glass on the ground, piece of melted glass, couple chunks of lead, maybe a piece of a knife, and then, well, I got a few buttons at the first site, a couple of them, 1, 2, shank intact right there, little guy, and then that button's best of the day for me, and then this little, I think it's silver, some type of silver alloy. It rings really well. I don't think it's aluminum. I think that is an Indian head penny for sure, and I got a bunch of buttons, and well, we're gonna call that a great day of digging. No awesome coins, no big, huge, exciting finds, but we didn't go out here at all, so it goes all the way to that tree line over there. But yeah.
Still a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll come back and we're gonna go say thank you to the homeowner and we'll get home because I am hungry. Got about an hour and a half drive from out here, and that's if there's no traffic.
Yeah.
So let's roll.
Have a good one.
Woo!